Okay, everybody, it is me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Thursday, September 22nd, 2022. People, you guys are incredible. Absolutely awesome. I read through the comments yesterday. Remember, I said, hey, come up with something so abstract, so absolutely just out there that no one would believe it. Well, incredible. You guys and girls had me rolling on the freaking floor with some of the things that you came up with. It's just beautiful. But look, honestly, the reality of the situation that we are in is stranger than fiction or anything you could possibly make up. And I can see that a lot of you are quite creative. I couldn't make up some of that stuff. I'm talking about monkeys swimming over from wherever they swim from and then freaking making baskets, and you guys came up with some really, really good stuff. Anyway, thanks for the entertainment. Loved it. You guys are fantastic. All right, look, let's get back to work here. Right now, this market this morning is poised for a flat open, slightly to the upside here. But look, we need to, again, focus on elements of the debt market. Let's talk about that for a moment. Okay, the 10-year yield, okay, you know how important this is I want to say relatively stable where we are. It's 3.55. We've been in an extremely tight range just over the last several days here. Now, the market may look at that as, okay, the debt market is somewhat normalizing. Okay, remember, it's not so much that number. It's the gyrations in that number. It's how fast it's climbing. But there is another element here that is troubling, or a tell that things are just kind of shitty. What am I talking about? The Dixie, the relative strength of the dollar. People, the dollar relative strength continues to move higher. Right now, the Dixie is knocking on the 111 door. Okay, 111. You know, I know, and I've been talking about this for a while. I don't think this is done. There's a lot of people out here trying to call a peak, a top for the relative strength of the dollar. I don't see it anywhere at this point. Look, in aggregate, you have central banks who are determined to kill their own currencies. Period. The end. This is why we're seeing inflation surge out of control. Mechanisms to pull cash into the now via this policy or this program or this act or whatever it might be, this Senate bill. And this is a phenomenon that central banks are doing around the world here, okay? They're determined to fulfill their end game. You know what it is, to be the lenders and buyers of last resort. They are determined to destroy the global economy. I mean, don't listen to Greg Mannarino anymore. It came right out of the mouth of Yellowstone Powell yesterday. He said economic pain is coming. Unemployment is going to continue to get worse here. Now, look, we got a piece of economic news I want to cover, and I was writing some of this down. So jobless claims came in at apparently weekly for last week, 213,000. The number's really not too damn bad. However, I don't believe it. I don't buy it. And I'm going to tell you why. What have we been finding out lately? I mean, it's out of control. We have an economy that's just completely done. And it's not just here in the United States. It's a global phenomenon. So economy is cratering, mass layoffs with more coming. How many big corporations that employ thousands and tens of thousands of people are coming out saying, hey, we're laying people off. We're going to be laying more people off moving forward here. Productivity falling off a cliff, debts and deficits exploding. I mean, come on. And they want you to buy this great number? Come on. It's just shit. It's not real. It's more propaganda. You all know that. I hate even talking about it because, we all know it's just freaking fake. Now, with that said, before we touch back here on the market just real quick, there's a lot of multi-billionaire investors crawling out of the woodwork as of late, trying to explain that a disaster is coming. A disaster is coming. One of these people is Carl Icahn. And there's a few others here too. Ray Dalio, explaining that the worst is yet to come with regard to surging inflation, with regard to a cratering economy. So again, look, don't listen to Greg Mannarino. Listen to, multi-billionaire investors who I think have a little bit more inside information than I do, okay? I talk to everybody. I hear what people are saying. But these guys here, maybe they're a little more connected than most of us are here. And, we're getting the truth yesterday, which was kind of a little bit shocking to me, out of the mouth, the pie hole, out of public enemy number freaking one, that they're going to continue to do what they're doing, which is not making any difference whatsoever with surging inflation. It's not working. And, listen, yesterday when they had the dog shit Q&A, not one person, other than thank you, sir, for taking my question. Thank you, sir, for taking my question. You gotta be kidding me. No one said, hey, why is it, Mr. Yellowstain, that you, the Federal Reserve, has overshot its inflation target by exponents? The economy is suffering. What you're doing over the past several months isn't working, but you're going to do the same thing again, and now you think it's going to work? No. Of course, no one would ask that question because the questions were all submitted in advance, most of them, and he cherry picks who he wants to ask the question. Look, if they would have put me or someone like you out there, we would rip the guy to shreds here, but it won't ever be allowed to happen. If you don't toe the line in this environment, you're gone. You're done. Okay, you won't get a platform, and that's just it here. Anyway, so that's the story this morning. Look, again, don't listen to Greg Mannarino. Listen to some of the truth that came out of the United Nations just the other day here, that the global situation is dire, the financial situation is deteriorating, the economic situation is deteriorating. And really, honestly, do you think who runs the financial system? Who runs the economic system? It's central banks, and things are deteriorating right before our eyes faster and faster. And they want people to believe that this is just by accident. They want people to believe that these same organizations, and I'm talking about the central banks that run the financial system, that run the economy, they're not doing this by design to run the economy into the freaking ground so they can wipe out an entire class of people here and bring about this two-tier society that has been coming for like a decade. I've been telling you this here. Extreme haves, extreme have-nots here. It's over. It's absolutely over here. And again, don't take my word for it. Listen to multi-billionaire investors who are telling you the worst is yet to come. A disaster is coming. Okay, period. It's that pretty much straightforward here. So like I said here, with regard to, look, this market did not like at all, obviously, what came out of the mouth of Fed Chair yesterday, Powell talking about how the economy is going to get worse here. People are going to suffer. Unemployment is going to get worse here. But no, great numbers today. It's fantastic. It's propaganda. There's not a shred of truth anywhere. I am so surprised, seriously, that I still have any kind of a platform. Honestly, because I'm making a little noise out here. With the help of all of you, quite obviously, who share my videos, who get out there and talk about this stuff here. My channel is getting kind of big. 228,000 subscribers. It's a good number, thanks to all of you. I really think I'm on borrowed time. It's just a matter of time before they pull this. Believe me, I'll find another way to get out here. I won't stop talking about these things. Look. When I see corruption, when I just get like slapped across the face with things that I just feel are wrong and are hurting people, I just got to talk about it. And what have I told you since forever now? All I want to do, and I think all we need to do collectively, is try to make a difference. At least try to make a difference in the world here by raising awareness, by letting people understand what's really going on. This is just a charade. It's a game that is being played at an extremely high level. You got central banks here who are not coordinating. Remember yesterday, I almost hit the floor when Powell went out of his way to just say, oh, we're not coordinating. We talk. Central bankers, we all talk. We talk about everything, but we do not coordinate. I mean, the fact that he went out of his way to tell you that should tell you that the polar opposite is obviously true. Anyway, this thing is a disaster, and I believe that most of you already know and are prepared for what's coming. Spiritually, mentally, physically. You're trying to at least connect with other like-minded people, whether it's online or in your own community, which would really be the best thing to do here. You're keeping some cash on hand in the event that this debt market issue gets out of control. But like I said at the beginning of this video, there seems to be, for now, some stabilization here with regard to the 10-year yield global bond yields. Okay, there is some stabilization going on, and who's responsible for that? Well, it's central banks. They're buying more. They're buying more, which you and I expected them to do. But look, it may not be enough. So we do need to continue to keep your eyes on the 10-year yield. Keep your eyes on global bond yields. Watch the Dixie. Better yet, watch the MMRI, link in the description of this video, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator, which looks at the Dixie, looks at the 10-year yield, makes up a little neat equation, and comes up with a number. People, this is, look, a couple of record highs this week alone with the MMRI. And as this thing accelerates here, and if the debt market gets out of control, it's only a matter of time. Look, they're stabilizing the debt market, at least over the last several days. There's no guarantee it's going to stay this way. And in the long run, it is not going to stay this way. Central banks are determined to wipe this whole thing out, to erase the current system. You know all this here. And the key to it is the debt market, which is the key to everything here. Price action of all of this is based off of action in the debt market. You know this if you've been following this blog. No one knows this stuff better than you do. All right, look. Pretty much that's it. Important video. Covered a lot of stuff here. I want to hear from you. As always, please comment. And thanks for, again, all those comments yesterday. Out of control. I love it. I love all of you too. So I'll see you later at the end of the day. Looking forward to that. I'm out of here.